Hello everyone. I wanted to share with you today how you can take your BES4 software and utilize the already built-in applique designs and make your own stuffies. So I'm going to show you how I created this little Christmas tree stuffy. So in our BES4 we have where we can add designs. And then these are applique shapes. And there is this cute little Christmas tree right here. I'm going to grab that and bring that into here. And it's going to give you this warning sign. You can ignore that for now. We're going to make some changes so that it'll eliminate that. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and select a hoop size so that I can make my design fit in that hoop size. So I'm going to pick a 5x7 and apply and select OK. Now I know I'm not going to want to keep this trunk, so we're going to select this and then delete. And I'm not going to utilize the stars. I'm going to select that over here and delete. And then we're left with our tree. And we can go ahead and resize this before we do any edits if we want to make it a little bigger. And so I'm just gonna stretch this out some, and that's gonna still fit in with my hoop. And then I'm gonna go over here where it says applique type. I'm gonna change the satin to a run, and then my tack down, I'm just gonna change that to a 0 and select apply. And let's change this to a 3D draw so that you can see this better. Okay. Now, with this little tree here, this shape that's right here and here, it doesn't really extend out very far to be able to cut around it and have much detail. So we're going to edit this a little. We're going to go up here to our tools panel and say edit shape tool. And like we had with the leaf that we just did a video on, remember we have these little edit buttons. Gonna zoom in just a little bit here, and I'm gonna take and make some edits. So I'm gonna grab this little one here. I'm gonna pull that out a little bit, and then I'm gonna grab the one opposite from the other side and grab this one as well, and see the first one's still remaining visible, so you can see if you're making them both pretty much the same. Let's pull this a little tiny bit more, maybe. When you get something edited where you think you like it, then just click it, and then there are your changes. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to also edit up at the top here. So I'm going to grab this one, pull this out just a little bit, but I don't want this top part to come out maybe quite so much, so we can grab this handle and angle that back down in, and grab this one and pull this out as well some, and grab that handle so we can see if we like the shape of this. And I think I want to extend this up a little, so I'm going to bring this a little more to the middle and then even that handle a little straighter, and then let's pull this up so we can change the shape of this just a little bit. When you think you might like it, click off a bit, and you can always go back and continue to make some more edits. Now I know on this tree, this bottom here is a little curved, and I'm going to maybe want to make some trees that can just sit on the mantle without having to have some dowels and things added to it. So what we're going to do here is add a point. So when I click on this, I'm going to right click on my mouse and it'll say add point. So I put a point right here. And it's pretty much in the center. I'm going to drag this up just a little bit. See how that makes, it's going to bring that up, make it a little flatter. And we're going to take these handles here and bring them up just a little bit, and get this handle, bring that up just a little bit to see if that'll help flatten it some and click off. See, it flattened it a little bit here. So if you like your shape at this point, we're going to do is copy and paste this. So just get our select arrow over here, and then I'm going to right click, copy, right click, paste, and it's going to make another one here, and it's going to be right on top. Let's change this color here so you can see it. Okay, now what we're going to want to do, because we're making a stuffy, we're going to need to have an opening so that there will be a place that we can put our stuffing in. So we're going to go ahead and select this one. Now I'm going to close the green one off because I don't want to edit both of them. I only want to edit one of them. Okay, so we've got this one selected. Then I'm going to go back to the tools panel, say edit shape tool. Now what I'm going to do is kind of eyeball how far I want my opening to be. I think maybe about right here, and then I'm going to right click. I'm going to say split line, and then I'm going to go to the other side over here with my arrow on the line about where I think I might want my opening, and right click and split line, and then you'll see it created a line here. You close that. Look at, there is your little opening to be able to stuff your stuffy. So we don't need this. We're going to delete this one. And then what we want to do is turn that one back on. Okay, what I want to do now is convert things to stitches. So we're going to preserve this as stitches, and I'm going to get rid of this one here and this one here, and this we're also going to do is preserve as stitches, and I'm only going to get rid of one of these. So now if we take our timeline thing here, it'll stitch it out. I'm going to, for visually, change that to the green. Okay, so what it's going to do when I made mine is I hooped my material and had just the top piece of material in my hoop. So it's stitched around on the top. So I've got a nice complete stitching on the top of my fabric. Then I put a piece of fabric on the underside of my hoop. And then we continue stitching, and now it's going to do is stitch the two pieces of fabric front and back together. Okay, and then just because I like to have things stitched securely, I'm going to have it stitch it one more time so that both my front and my back are completely securely stitched together. I'm going to take this out of the hoop, and you'll cut the fabric really close around the line, but not too close. You know, you want just a little bit of margin of fabric cut all the way around, and then that opening that you made, I'll close this here, that little opening, you can use some hot glue or hand stitch it closed, and you'll be finished with your little stuffy. I have seen some on the internet where they do use a little dowel, so you could put a dowel in here and make sure then you leave, you know, a little enough of a gap here for a dowel to fit, and then a wooden disc that you can glue that dowel to and have it standing up on its own. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and I'd like to see if some of you make one and make your own little stuffy. There's also, let's real quick here, We can add design. Look at this star. You can make yourself a little star stuffy. I love this snowflake. I think this would really be pretty. I might want to try this snowflake. If you take this and add that, convert that to a run, I think that would really be pretty darn cute as a stuffy as well. So ladies, go out and create and share with us what you make. Thanks for watching. Have a good day now. Bye-bye.